Welcome to Open Mic Night. Give it up for your host and MC, Michael Blank.
And we're back, baby. Tonight we're going to 3 open mics. My ex-girlfriend is hosting the last open mic. So I definitely want to do good tonight, you know. You never want to embarrass yourself in front of your ex-girlfriend. First of all, we just got to write good jokes because it's the right thing to do. Not to impress any girl just because it's what we're supposed to do. We got to write some good jokes. Without further ado, let's pray to the Muse. Muse, please bless me with some jokes that will catch everybody off guard and make them crack up. Boom, baby. We wrote some jokes. Number 1. My doctor prescribed me Ambien to help me sleep, and I definitely sleep better at night now, especially with the extra money I've been making from selling Ambien. All right, number 2. When I was a little kid, I had a pet fish, and when it died, my family flushed it down the toilet. So I thought that's what you did when pets die. I thought you flushed them down the toilet. Then one day, my roommate's dog died while he was at work, so I started chopping his dog up into little tiny pieces to flush it down the toilet, and he comes home and he calls me a psychopath. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I've never had a dog die under my watch before. What do you want me to do? Put it in the freezer? Roommates are crazy. All right, number 3. The Empire State Building is technically a giant erection. You know, I love the part in King Kong when he climbs on top of the giant erection. Sorry I lost my erection last night. It got hit by a plane. All right, boys, those are my jokes for the night, and we're gonna leave for the open mic pretty soon. I'll see you fuckers there. All right, and we are on the way to Outlaw Cigar, the first of the 3 open mics tonight. We made it to the Outlaw, baby. Show's gonna start any minute now.
Please put those hands together for the very funny Michael Blank!
Boom, baby, we did it. There actually was a crowd there for once. There was even like 3 young women there, and you never ever see a girl at Outlaw. It's a cigar lounge, there's never girls there. But there were like 3 women there, bunch of dudes, decent little crowd. I bombed, I mean everyone is still bombing, but decent crowd. Tried to tell that joke about flushing the dog down the toilet. When I was a little kid, I had a pet fish. And when it died, my family flushed it down the toilet. So I thought that's what you did with pets when they died. I thought you flushed them down the toilet. And then today, my roommate's dog dies, so I start cutting it up into little pieces so we can flush it down the toilet. And then he comes home and he calls me a psychopath. I'm like, I'm sorry, I've never had a dog die under my supervision before. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Put it in the freezer? He was like, frankly, anything would be better than cutting it up and flushing it down the toilet. I said, oh really, so you would prefer that I fucked it? You'd prefer that I fucked the dead dog? Because you said anything. And then I told the erection joke, but I rewrote it. I was hooking up with a girl, but I was too drunk and I lost my erection. But then it came back, but then I lost it again. I lost 2 erections in the span of 20 minutes. I felt like New York in 2001. And then after that, I tried to tell the original joke, kind of. It's pretty crazy that erection also means building. Like the Empire State Building is technically a giant erection. You guys remember in King Kong when he climbed on top of that giant erection? It took so many people to make that erection happen. And then I told the joke about Ambien. My doctor prescribed me Ambien to help me sleep. And I have been sleeping a lot better, especially with all that extra money I have from selling the Ambien. And that was pretty much the whole set. Now we are on the way to the Bird to compete in the monthly comedy contest. I'm gonna bring out some of my best jokes for this. I'll see you fuckers there. We made it to the Bird, baby. Let's go sign up. Show gonna start any minute now.
I'm so excited that each and every one of you are here for Going Gong. It's a comedy competition. But before I explain the rules, I'm going to bring out our judges. Please welcome to the stage Hannah Unruh, Chuck Buckles, Bobby Miller Jr. Please welcome to the stage Michael Blank.
Boom, baby, we did it. All right, it went pretty good. It was almost perfect, but I just fucked up at one part. I don't know how it happened, but at one point I just like made a weird noise in the microphone with my mouth, and then I breathed it in sharply, and then I was like, everybody heard that, and I pretty much just tweaked out for a second, and that's all it takes because I got gonged immediately. Oh, sheesh. Everyone heard that. Sometimes, yeah. But that was the only gong I got the whole time, and at the end I got a 21, which puts me in first. I got 21 out of 30, and one of the judges is pretty stingy, so 21 is not a bad score. I told a really old joke that I used to tell when I had a girlfriend, and I repurposed it for today. One time I was dating this one girl. She wanted to get kinky with me, so she asked me to pick out a sex toy for myself. So I was like, that's kind of weird. So I went online, I found this thing with like a controller and it vibrates. It's called a PS5. Highly recommend. Told the joke about being called autistic. I was bullied a lot growing up. I was called autistic. It was mainly by this one guy, his name was Brad, he was my doctor. And then I told the joke about wrestling. I used to wrestle in high school. I was really good, but I got kicked off the team after a month for doing an illegal maneuver. Yeah, I didn't know this, but in wrestling, it's illegal to sell weed. And they kicked me out of school for that too. I was like, Jesus Christ, these people take wrestling way too serious. Thank you guys, my name's Michael Blank. So I'm in first place right now, but we're pretty early. I was only like the 4th or 5th guy to go up, and there's 20 people going. So I'm just gonna go to the next open mic. Now we are on the way to the comedy club where my ex-girlfriend is hosting the open mic. All right, boys, all right, let's hit the fucking road. I'll see you guys at the club. We made it to the club, baby. We out here with Mark Myers, baby.
How are we doing?
The room's packed right now. What up, Dennis?
Nobody ever expected me to show up on the scene until the scene expected me. All I have to say is that if I punch your woman in the face, it's not a crime. It's a hate crime.
Dennis, no.
It's just Olympic women's boxing.
I have to leave.
No, we need a set. We need a 3-minute set.
I already did it. I did an 8 minutes.
Go get some rest.
All right, bye. Love you.
I love you, bro.
Headbutt.
Dan, get in here. You want to do an interview?
Sure. What are we talking about?
Gay dudes.
My good stuff. Okay, there we go.
Gay dudes.
Who?
Do you know any gay people?
I have secrets. Yeah, I know a lot. We all know each other. We're like Samoans.
Yeah.
Dane is actually gay,
It's impossible
and he
for me to
hates
be
women.
gay.
I don't hate them. They're just like an obstacle to me getting more dick.
Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, I'm going up 29 tonight. I'm going up late as fuck. The conspiracy to keep me at the end of the mic continues.
You ever thought
true.
about sticking a big old dildo in your butt and fucking a chick?
No. But I believe in conspiracy. Michael is being suppressed by the man.
All right, guys, I just got word that I did not win the gong show. Apparently, I got second. I lost by 1 point to a guy that didn't even do stand-up. He just did like a skit. I don't know. But yeah, I lost. I almost won. Now I'm really gonna be kicking myself for that one gong I got where I just tweaked out for no reason. Oh, sheesh. Everyone heard that. Sometimes that cost me the competition. I'm sure I would have gotten at least 1 point better if I didn't do that. But whatever, dude. We'll have more opportunities, and we came close. Now we'll focus on the next open mic.
All right, guys, give it up for your next comedian, Michael Blank.
We fucking blew it, dude. We fucking blew it. She fucking hates me. Before I went on stage, I was just checking to see when I would go up, and she was like, don't ever film me and post it or we're gonna have huge problems. It's like, what about like when you're introducing me on stage? And she's like, no, we're gonna have huge problems. I have the right to not be filmed. So she's just being mean to me right off the bat. And then I just fucked it, dude. I couldn't think of anything. Oh my God, it was so bad. I don't even want to show you guys. I was just up there dying. You guys ever... I don't have to talk, so I'm just gonna stand here. I'm dying, dude. I can't remember anything. Because I can't think when she, like, oh man. All the other comedians were watching too to see how I would do in front of her, and I fucking choked. Finally, I did get my shit together a little bit, and I told a couple of jokes. I told the joke about Ambien. So yeah, I've been sleeping really bad. My doctor prescribed me Ambien to help me sleep. It's been working, dude. I'm sleeping like a baby, especially with all that extra money I've been making from selling Ambien. I'm like a foot soldier for Big Pharma. They give me the drugs. I'm like, I got you, doc. I'm peddling them. Tried to tell the joke about having a micro penis. Now my doctor, he prescribed me with having a micro penis. That's a tough one, you know? And there's a $100 copay too, so he was like, you have a tiny penis? That'll be $100. Like, goddamn. Best part about having a micro penis though, I like to prank the women. I go up to the women at the bar, I say, hey, I have a huge cock. Come back to my house, come look at it. Bring her back to my house, drop my pants, tiny cock. Hilarious every time. And the girl is like, oh, I thought you said you had a giant cock. And I was like, yeah, I was talking about my pet rooster. Pet rooster in the backyard, giant cock. But yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I blew it. And I actually thought I might have done good, and I thought she might have liked it. And I was like, give it up for your beautiful host, Sarah. Guys, give it up for your beautiful host, Sarah. Have a great night. And then she got on stage and she said, don't ever call me beautiful again when you used to call me a whore. And it's like, all right. You didn't have to roast me in front of the whole audience like that. And yeah, maybe I called her a whore when we were dating. I wasn't the best boyfriend. She called me some fucked up shit too. It was honestly a pretty toxic relationship. And now all that's left to do is I gotta move on, because she fucking hates me. And let's go, whatever, man. It wasn't meant to be. Anyways, that was open mic night. It's been a ton of fun. Thank you guys for coming along. Tomorrow night, we have a real show. We're getting paid $50. I'll see you fuckers there. Thank you guys for coming along. I love you. Peace.